Hi, everyone. I am here with Chase Huddleston. How are you today, Chase?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you, too. So, Chase, we're talking neighborhoods again, and you have a property you wanted to showcase in a different neighborhood than we talked last week. Tell us about this house.
Yes, I thank you. I want to talk about 1760 North William Street. What I love about this property is it's a modern, newer townhome sitting in the midst of a few neighborhoods that are all historic homes, but this is an area where we're seeing a lot of new construction, and it
Mm,
is just to the west of City Park. It sits on the borderline of City Park West neighborhood and Uptown, and then just north of Cheesman Park. So walking distance, when I say walking distance, true walking distance, a few
mhm.
blocks either direction. Also 100% walk score as far as restaurants, coffee shops, that as far as that goes. Um, One thing I really liked about this home is not only the proximity of three amazing neighborhoods, but just the amenities that it has within the home. It has a rooftop patio, so great views of the city and the mountains. They have a large outdoor space. Those doors there all fold completely open, so it's
Mm,
really bringing the outside in
mm.
and fully finished basement, but three bedroom, three bathrooms, two living areas, and just a great amount of outdoor space for a townhome.
Yeah, no kidding.
But this home sold for 880. We were able within that price to get a 20,000, almost a $20,000 seller concession, which allowed us to offer the buyer a 3-2-1 rate buy down. And I think that's worth mentioning because that was really big in the fall as
Mhm.
rates first rose last year. And then it sort of became not something that we would talk about much during the spring market. But as we've left spring and are now entering summer, we are seeing those again. We're seeing, if a property has been sitting on the market for 2 or 3 weeks, the seller is willing to talk about a rate buy down.
Yeah, it's interesting how it swings. And we've gone from probably arguably a buyer's market at some point this year to a seller's market. As you said, in the spring, it just went away. So these people got in before that. But it feels like we're coming a little bit back to that buyer's market, which means that they have that ability to make some requests to help them with the payments. And just to elaborate a little bit on there, the 3-2-1 buy down is where, and there's also a 2-1. It's just the first year the rate is bought down 3% lower than the start rate. So let's just say the start rate 6.75. That means that in the very first year, the client actually pays payments as though it was 3.75, then 4.75, then 5.75. And that's the 3-2-1 buy down. It's a great program for sellers essentially are putting in escrow the buyer's payments ahead of time. And it just helps people with the sticker shock and with the fact that rates are up and hopefully they'll come down. And just a quick side note, if they do refinance during that 3 years, they don't lose the money that the seller put up front. It just comes off the payoff of the loan. So it's a great way for us to, have the sellers help with the buyer's payments, essentially.
Yeah, and I bring it up again because I know a lot of people have been waiting for rates to go down, and it's
Mm-hmm.
becoming more frustrating because it seems like it's going to be a little while longer. And
Mm-hmm.
so this is a way for someone to get into a property now with a lower payment, and that buys them some time to be able to refinance later on. And I just
Absolutely. Yeah.
definitely think we're seeing more of it, and I want people to know about it so that if they're kind of, close to making a decision to get out and look, I think it's worth the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you wait till the spring when you think there might be more on the market, guess what everybody else is doing? And
That's
that's
right.
where we turn from a buyer's market back to a seller's market, and these options to help you with your payments are going to go away. So, well, don't hesitate to give Chase or I a call. We're always here to educate you and help you, and look forward to hearing from you. Thanks,
Thank
Chase.
you.
Cheers.